You guys really think you've won? This code you live by, it's the very reason why you weren't even in the game.
Happened to them, but I done seen it happen to plenty of people before. You know, that's probably one of the most horrible things that you can imagine.
In general, I want to get your take as far as what would you say is the worst thing you've probably seen in prison, or this worst few things that you might have seen, and then we'll go from there.
Man, shit, prison is filled with a gang of horrors, you know what I'm saying? But for me, I'm saying, we sit on the internet and people play and they joke about sexual abuse. You know what I'm saying? It never happened to me, but it was always a fear of mine because I was a little guy in prison. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, everybody would say, oh, well, it wouldn't happen to them, but I done seen it happen to plenty of people before. You know, that's probably one of the most horrible things that you can imagine. You know what I'm saying, having a full-grown man getting raped. Can you imagine it? The screams, the smells, the pleas. I mean, shit.
Yeah, the perception of prison that people have is that right when you walk in, men who already have life sentences that have been there forever, they're looking to test you immediately as you walk in the door. Is that a true perception?
That's like for other prisons for out of state and things like that. Pretty much, the California prison system is pretty much dictated by gangs. You know what I'm saying? Whether people think that's a good thing or a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? So when you first get to prison, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna immediately get with your car. You know what I'm saying? With me, I was from Hoover, so I already had people that had already been in prison for years already, and those are the ones who, you know what I'm saying, that were there to help protect me, guide me, you know what I'm saying, and keep me strong, you know what I'm saying, and part of our community.
Technically, there are a couple of rules that you got to follow the moment you step in there. What were, let's just say, 3 of the rules that you had to technically follow day one once you stepped into the penitentiary system?
First and foremost, the most important rule is to respect all races. You know what I'm saying? Prison is a very respectful place. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people in there that don't really give a shit about killing you. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, the respect amongst different races, that's first and foremost, because your people stab you if you disrespect, you know what I'm saying, another race. They'll get you off the yard, you know what I'm saying, so they won't have to go to war over your mistake. So, you know what I'm saying, respecting all races, and you know what I'm saying, that's the first thing you're gonna learn off the bat. You learn that in county jail. You know, let me say, for me, it was different. Like I said before, I'm a gang member, you know what I'm saying? So I was, you know what I'm saying, inducted a different way than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? My rules was a little bit different than, you know what I'm saying, the next person. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really, you know what I'm saying, explain how the rest of the, you know what I'm saying, prison politics work around the world. But, you know what I'm saying, from where I'm from, you know what I'm saying, basically, you know what I'm saying, you handle the set of rules that you already know. You know what I'm saying? They just reiterated a little bit stronger in prison because, you know what I'm saying, you can lose your life.
You know, from what prison was back then to what, you know, prison is today, they said there was a time frame right before gangs to where you did hear the stories of rapings and things of that nature. And they said that the gang culture kind of slowed all that down because of young men were coming in clicked up in gangs. So that portion of prison kind of stopped. Is that a truth out there in California?
Well, see, in California, the California prison system, like I said before, is dictated, you know what I'm saying, by gangs. You know what I'm saying? You got Mexican gangs, white gangs, you know what I'm saying? And in those societies, homosexual is pretty much frowned upon. It's supposed to be frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the black community. You know what I'm saying? If you're part of a gang, somebody from your own gang can't rape you. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. All the people that they're talking about that's been abused, the majority of them, the vast number of them are non-affiliates. I'm saying people that's coming from out of state. I'm saying those type of people. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no, I've never heard of a situation in my prison history where another gang member actually raped, you know what I'm saying, raped another one of his homies. That I never heard of, me personally. I've heard of people being raped before. That goes without saying.
Is it normally I outside. They go outside of their. We ain't gonna go within our game. They're going outside of the race. They're going to a white boy.
Like you can't. In California prisons, there's no race mixing. Ain't no, you can't get no wine, you can't get no head, you can't get none of that from another race. It's all segregated, bro.
Would you say Mexicans were more racist than the whites, the Aryans?
Of course. Mexicans, Mexican gangs in California prison systems, they're 100% racist.
Yeah. Do they have as far as, were you ever involved in any riots? How many, if so?
Shit, I've probably been in about, including the county jail. The county jail. Shit, I've probably been in the county jail probably like 5 or 6 riots. I'm saying in a 15-month span, rioting against the Mexicans, Southerners, Southsiders. In prison, I was in a riot with the white boys. I actually was in the first race riot in High Desert. I'm saying with the white boys, sent over a beanie. I was also in a race riot with the Mexicans in Tehachapi State Prison as well.
Which one would you say was the worst ride you've been in, and what made it the worst?
Shit, all riots are bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if you mean by in terms of how many injured. You know what I'm saying? In your assessment of what was bad, but you know what I'm saying, I believe the Tehachapi riot, I'm saying, was probably like one of the worst I had seen. I'm saying it was a situation to where it was the Southern Mexicans against the blacks.
How many times would you say, if you were to count on, if you was to put a count to it, that you had to physically defend your life during your entire sentence?
Physically defend my life? In my whole prison stay, shit, at least 20, 30 times at least. I mean, and that's also including, you know what I'm saying, cell fights, you know what I'm saying, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just not so much as just you fighting with other races, you fighting with other blacks, you know what I'm saying? It's in prison is more so a status quo. You get what I'm saying? And if you flinch at any time, somebody's there to take advantage of that. So, you know what I mean? It's a constant battle of vigilance.
What would you say was, off memory, what was your worst fight? Meaning how bad, however bad it got for him, however, if it got bad for you.
You know what I'm saying? I had a situation, you know what I'm saying, that occurred to where I had to defend myself and I had to take another person's life. I'm saying the situation has been detailed over and over again. I did 10 years in solitary confinement fighting the death penalty.
Let's speak on that. Solitary confinement, for every those that go to state prison, those that go fed time, different levels of security prisons. Solitary is different. For your 10 years of solitary, what was that? What did that look like? What was the solitary confinement in your unit?
Well, in California, they have segregation units, ASU. I'm saying I'm in segregation, and basically, you know what I'm saying, I just had a cell, you know what I'm saying, that I was the only occupant in. You know what I'm saying, I went to the yard by myself, you know what I'm saying. Basically now in California state prison, to cut down on the violence, you know what I'm saying, that was happening in the hole, you know what I'm saying, they basically built dog kennels. So your cell is assigned to a dog kennel, and that's where you go to get your rec at. You know what I'm saying? The situation in the hole is different than the general population. Like I explained it to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, when you're in prison is like the streets, you know what I'm saying, and the hole is jail. You know what I'm saying? That's how it basically form out too.
when you're in solitary, are you around other inmates that are in solitary? And if you are, did any men lose their mind while they were down there?
Probably like every 15 minutes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, my neighbor killed himself. Another dude, white dude upstairs, killed themselves. I mean, mental health, you know what I'm saying, in prison is you know what I'm saying, is a reality. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't really understand it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have any mental issues, you know what I'm saying, because I stuck to, you know what I'm saying, what I was taught. You know what I'm saying? I was in the hole for, you know what I'm saying, I fought the death penalty for 10 years. I never saw a psych. You know what I'm saying? You never see my psych file because I never had one. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't convince me that I was crazy. I'm the motherfucking here innocent. Fuck y'all me. You know?
To be in the hole and knowing that you shouldn't have been in this place in the first place, what did you do to keep your sanity as far as day to day?
Man, I mean, in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, I had to fight with myself. I had to understand a lot of things. That the first thing I had to understand was that nobody was coming to save me. It was just me. That's it. Nobody else here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a situation to where, you know what I'm saying, I had a situation that I'm in the hole for. You know what I'm saying? My gang is mad at me. You know what I'm saying? They want to kill me. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? The Mexicans and the whites, you know what I'm saying? They all enemies. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Well, the whole Gumby. I don't want to talk about none of these ladies. You know who I am? I'm Hoover Gumby, though. Hoover on.